Good morning everyone. So today we'll discuss about the chemical safety. So in chemical, today's topic is related to the chlorine. Okay, chlorine. Basically, what is chlorine gas? So first we'll discuss about what is chlorine gas. And chlorine is a toxic, corrosive, greenish yellow gas that it is irritating to the eyes and to the respiratory system as well. Okay. So this is how the effect of the chlorine which relates to the irritation of eyes, irritation of nose, and also related to the irritation on the skin. Okay, that is what the main fundamental differences in chlorine. Then properties of chlorine gas, which is related to the greenish yellow color. It is highly toxic, highly irritating on your body effect. Okay. Then it is lighter than air. Lighter than air means once it came in contact of the environment, once it came in contact of in the atmosphere, so it will dissolve in air only. Okay, due to the lighter of air. If it's suppose it is heavier than air, so it's settled down. But chlorine is what? It's a lighter than air, so it will automatically goes on top and it will dissolve in air only. And the order of that chlorine gas, it is pungent odor. You cannot be able to smell for more than like 1 minute. If you stand over there in the chlorine zone, you cannot be able to take the smell around more than 1 minute. Okay. If the ppm level is too much more, so you cannot be able to go for the seconds as well. Like 10 ppm, 20 ppm over there, the mixtures of the chlorine over there, the percentage level, you cannot be able to even stand for more than 5 seconds. Okay, because the ppm level is max. Okay, now we'll discuss about the symptoms of chlorine exposure. So if you came in contact with the chlorine related to the chlorine zone and you reached over there, so how you will feel? What are the symptoms on your body? So the symptoms covers coughing, eye irritation, nose irritation, chest irritation, blistering on skin, then burning of skin and swelling. These are the symptoms on your body. The effects which covers related to the body if you came in contact with the chlorine. So it started affecting on your eyes, okay, on your skins, blistering and then burning, and if you swell as well, there is the other effect as well on your body. So what are the first aid treatment? Immediately you have to remove the casualty from the source of the exposure. So if suppose you discover the casualty in the chlorine zone, so immediately you have to drag that casualty to the safe zone, and then you can go for the further first aid, or you can call the medics. Medics means the doctor as well as the ambulance. Okay. Immediately you can wash eye. If chlorine goes in your eye, so there is the running tap water. You need to turn on the tap and then put the casualty head over there, so the water will free flow from that area. So you will feel some amount of relaxation, some amount of cooling. Okay, because of cooling it gets irritating, it gets burning and all. So better to put the head into the running water. Okay, so immediately wash eye with the running water for at least 15 to 20 minutes. Immediately you can send the casualty to the hospital. So you can call call for the ambulance or for the medic. So you can send the casualty as soon as possible. Now we discuss about threshold limit value. Threshold limit value of chlorine gas, which is 0.5 ppm, okay, which is parts per million. ppm is parts per million. So this is what the threshold limit value if you have to work. So always you have to check with the detector. There are different kinds of detectors. You can put the detectors over there inside, and you will get the perfect level of the chlorine. Okay, if you put the detector inside in a chlorine container or in a gas areas where you want to go, so first go with the detectors, put the detectors, check the percentage or the ppm level of the same gas. So once you check the detector, then you will actual percentage level or ppm level you know about on the display. Okay, so if 0.5 ppm, that is what the threshold limit value of the chlorine gas. Then yes, STEL, short term exposure limit. For short term exposure limit, you have to work more than 3 to 5 minutes. If you work over there, then immediately go back, take rest for 1 or 2 hours, take rest at least for 2 hours, then you have to again you have to work for 5 minutes and then go back immediately. That is what short term exposure limit. Short term you need to work for more than 5 minutes and then immediately go out, take rest, have some food and all, water and all, relax yourself, then again go back. So in a day, for a short term exposure limit, you have to go for 3 to 4 times only. No need to work for a longer period. Okay? In a day, you can go for 4 exposures. Go like if you entered inside like 9 o'clock. So work 9 up to 10 means 9 o'clock related to the 10 minutes only. So 9:10 immediately you have to go out. Then take rest around 10:10 or 10:30. Then again you have to go inside 10:30. If you go 10:30, so work over there for 10 minutes means 10:40 you work and immediately go back. And again take rest for 1 hour. More than 1 hour you have to take rest. So in a whole day, in a 8-hour shift, you can go for 4 exposure, 3 to 4 exposure. That is what short-term exposure limit. And immediately dangerous to health and life means if you came in contact of 10 ppm, if you entered inside the chlorine zone for 10 ppm, the percentage, the ppm level, so you may fall down, you may lose your life as well. So this is how the things which is related to the chemical safety related to the chlorine. So we cover so many things related to the definition of the chlorine gas. Also we'll discuss about the properties of chlorine. What are the properties? These are the properties: greenish yellow color, highly toxic, highly irritating, lighter, it is lighter than air, and also pungent odor. So these are the properties. Symptoms we already covered: coughing, eye irritation, nose irritation, chest irritation, blistering of skin, burning and swelling. And first aid treatment, yes, immediately you have to go for the first aid treatment. Remove the casualty to the safe zone, and then you can go with the eye wash station, put the head in the eye wash stations, running water and all. Okay, clean the eyes and then send to hospital immediately. And we also covered in this video related to the threshold limit value, short-term exposure limit in the same area. If you are working in chlorine areas, chlorine containers and all, and IDLH, immediately dangerous to life and health. If the ppm level of the same gas which covers 10 ppm, so you may lose your life over there if you inhale that ppm. So this is how the whole knowledge related to the chlorine. Okay, in some other videos we will also discuss about the other chemical properties and also the IDLH or TLV, threshold limit value, and also we will discuss STEL, short term exposure limit.